you think about a true hustler, what comes to mind? See, I like to think of a story about a child who was born into slavery. And on top of the bad conditions he was already born into, he would face another big disadvantage in life because he didn't know how to read or write. But despite the setbacks early in his life, he didn't allow his current circumstances to shrink the potential of his future. You see, sometimes we can get so caught up in where we are now that we forget there's more pages to the book. So as a young boy, he was sent away to a new slave owner. And the wife of the new slave owner began his first lessons on how to read. She began teaching him the alphabet as well as a few small words. But once her husband realized what was being taught, he shut the lessons down, believing that being able to read and write were unfit qualities for a slave to have. And that's significant because there's an old quote that says, "See me as I am, and that's all I'll ever be. But see me for what I could be, and I can be anything." See, if you want to become more, you can't allow those who only see your reality lock you in a box so you can't reach your destiny. You see, it all begins and ends with you and what you believe. You just have to have a vision of what you want. People like to play mind games to get you thinking that because you don't currently possess all the pieces to the finished product, that you can't progress in the process. But you gotta remember, currently is not your final currency. Meaning what you're worth today will not be what you're worth tomorrow or the next week or the next month, and so on, as long as you're willing to do what it takes to grow and get better each and every day by any means necessary. So thinking back to the young boy in slavery, just because the lesson stopped, he didn't let that stop the desire he had to continue to learn. So he was an errand boy for this new family. So while he was running errands, he made friends with poor white children and paid them with pieces of bread in exchange for reading lessons. He would sneak and try to read parts of books and newspapers that he found around the place where he lived as best he could, gradually getting better and better. He would also have small jobs at a shipyard where he would watch other workers labor timber. And as they wrote, he would copy down the letters and soon learn how to write words. You see, he used what knowledge he had to prepare him to what he wanted. And this boy became an icon to so many people, even to this day. Because I'm talking about Frederick Douglass. So I tell you that story to say this: true hustlers go out and get it, no matter the cards they're dealt. People may not believe in you or think you have what it takes to make it, but if you're willing to grind, if you're willing to sacrifice, if you're willing to do whatever it takes, then you can accomplish anything you set out to do. Because the negativity that comes from other people or the labels they try to put on you will never affect your drive and determination to make it happen unless you let it. So be a true hustler. Get up and go get what's yours. And don't let anybody stop you. Become the one, live the dream.